What's up, guys, and welcome back to PricePlow. We've got a lot of questions about this Wonder Collagen. What's it do? How does it work? Why is it different than the competition? We're going to answer all of your questions today, except for whether or not I'm wearing pants below this table. So strap in and let's talk about Wonder Collagen by Glaxon. There's a few different topics we're going to hit today. From the top, we're going to talk about, first of all, IO collagen, how they enhanced collagen to be more bioavailable and better for your usage. We're going to talk about a little known ingredient added in here, Moldavian dragon head. Obviously, you know, with Glaxon, they're always going to be finding some interesting different ingredients. We're going to deep dive on that one. We're going to talk about some of your more traditional ingredients like hyaluronic acid, estrogen, and lastly, the crucial antioxidants and vitamins they added in to support. So Wonder Collagen is kind of like your throw everything you got at collagen. It is a collagen product. There is exogenous collagen, but there's other things in here to help support endogenous production of collagen, the way that your body handles different things involved with collagen, overall skin health, tendon health, joint, ligament health, and they also made it pretty great tasting. Now, we've looked at a lot of different great health and beauty products. Specifically, what I would look at for this collagen product is it's specifically a collagen product with supporting ingredients to help with the usage and effectiveness of collagen. So without further ado, let's jump in and talk about the ingredients in this product. So obviously, like I mentioned, first ingredient here is going to be hydrolyzed bovine collagen 1 and 3 as Pepti Plus IO collagen. We've got 10 grams of it in here. So when you remove water from the equation, collagen is about 80% of human skin. It promotes the structure or scaffolding of our skin, also known as the extracellular matrix. Really great call out of a word by Joby over in a supplement video. If you want to do the deep dive on really how skin works from the inside out, he went super deep on skin health, on skin and how it works and the integrity of it on their Instagram. I'm not going to go that in depth on walking backwards from the makeup of skin. He did an awesome job, and I always leave those deep dives to Joey. But on the ingredient side, collagen makes skin flexible due to the amino acids inside of it. There's a triple helix structure of 3 amino acids: glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. Now, this structure can bond and fold easily. That's what makes skin flexible. Now, having amino acids in the diet is important, but we rarely get to eat types of proteins and animal sources where these are really coming from. Yes, you get your ground beef at the store, but you're not eating a lot of these other important things that, our ancestors were eating quite often. And for that reason, we need to supplement if we want to get the full benefits of these. So what are some benefits of collagen? Well, first of all, skin health, but that also applies to nails and hair as well. Well, beyond that, you probably also heard about connective tissue health and repair, and there are some cardiovascular system benefits. What Glaxon did was they started with a high quality collagen and made it even better. Pepti Plus is a great collagen to start off with. It's a bovine source, so obviously do have to note that there is an animal source here if you are vegetarian or vegan. But Pepti Plus is a trusted and vetted source of collagen. It touts world-class purity, better solubility, taste, texture, and it even has a brilliant color. But what they did next was they applied IO technology to it, making IO collagen. Now, we've talked about IO's plasma treatment previously in pea protein as well as whey. It has some studies and also BCAAs. It has a lot of great data out there. We're excited to see it coming to collagen because obviously it does improve the bioavailability of proteins, but it is worth noting that there are no human clinical studies on it being applied to collagen currently to cite for this video. The technology has some really huge benefits. We've talked about obviously with whey and pea, boosting the bioavailability, boosting plasma concentrations of BCAAs and EAAs after consumption. But how does it really work? Well, we do a total deep dive over on our blog if you really want to get into the nitty gritty of it. But here's some quick little information on how it works, trying to put it into a quicker explanation. The general gist is that proteins or amino acids are treated with cold atmospheric plasma undergoing functional and structural changes that more prevalently expose the protein peptides binding sites. So this makes it easier for our body's enzymes to cleave them and process them, thus improving the entire powder's bioavailability. It turns out that these structural changes actually expose more hydrophobic pockets in a protein, and more hydrophobicity, great word there, enhances the ability for enzymes to degrade these molecules. That's a good thing. We're digesting them, and leads to better digestibility of the proteins. Like I said, we don't have any human clinical studies on collagen currently, but in the pea and whey protein isolate studies, plasma essential amino acid levels were improved at 30, 60, 90, and 120 minutes after consuming, far outperforming standard whey protein isolate, standard pea protein, and leucine and BCAAs. Now, given the research on these other proteins and how they affected plasma concentrations of amino acids, we're pretty confident it'll also help with the amino acids that are in collagen. But it is important to note always when we're talking about collagen, technically it is a protein, but we do not recommend it for muscle type applications. Any kind of growth, recovery outside of tendons, joints, and ligaments, we just don't recommend it for. It may be listed as protein on the supplement facts panel, but please don't fall for marketing with any company marketing collagen as a recovery product. It is not a fair protein source if you're using it for any sort of athletic purpose outside of joint health or hair, skin, and nails. Given that it is part of a product called Wonder Collagen that is definitely based around skin, hair, nail health, and maybe even some joint health here, we absolutely are confident with Glaxon is marketing this. We stand beside it, absolutely support what they're doing here. So with that all being said, they're taking a great source of collagen, improving it even more, and that just starts off the formula here. Let's move into another ingredient, but one that's not as well known. Moldavian dragon head, known as Draco Bell New, that's the trademarked version of this ingredient that they're using here, is at 200 milligrams. Now, this is a member of the mint family. It has cardioprotective traits, but really the antioxidant traits are what we're looking for here. Due to the antioxidant profile, it is a powerful anti-aging ingredient. Now, anti-aging is something that we've heard Joey Savage and the guys at Glaxon talk about quite a few different times, and it seems like in this season, they're starting to lean a little bit more into it. So due to the limited supply and the plant genus's wild diversity, it's a difficult plant to properly isolate from, which I found quite interesting. According to the manufacturer of the ingredient, it's able to increase AMPK activity by 4 times and FOXO activity by 3 times. Now, we've talked about AMPK a lot of different times here, sometimes for fat loss, sometimes for antioxidant stuff, sometimes for just general health. AMPK stands for ATP activated protein kinase. In layman's terms, we consider AMPK to be the we need energy now enzyme. So it gets a lot of different metabolic functions moving, but on the other end, FOXO signals for improved collagen repair, as well as DNA repair, which I found kind of interesting. This is obviously alongside a lot of other cellular benefits, all surrounding skin health. That all being said, a recent study in 2021 on this ingredient was published. It had 32 white female volunteers with sun-damaged skin. So they were average around 50 years old, and this study lasted 8 weeks. They reported skin moisture increased by 14.4%, skin elasticity increased by 6.7%, and skin density increased by 2.5%. Additionally, 94% of the volunteers felt better in their skin, and 75% were satisfied with the product's performance, while 72% felt that their skin was more hydrated. Now, obviously, those last 3 metrics were all subjective, but it does stand to say that these people felt significantly better about their skin health after using the product. They used 200 milligrams of the ingredient for 8 weeks. 200 milligrams is the dosage that's in Wonder Collagen. Now, looking at the constituents within this ingredient, it's no surprise to find things like luteolin, apigenin, and a lot of other ingredients that we actually haven't covered, but those apigenin and luteolin actually should be quite relevant if you've watched any of our videos. Both of these have extremely potent anti-aging benefits to them. Last note is that this ingredient tastes quite great, so it probably helped out with the flavor profile of these. If you watched our original flavor videos, I think I was one of the first to get flavor samples of this and try it out. Since the beginning, it's been an awesome tasting product. Now, we see an ingredient here that is quite common for skin health products, hyaluronic acid. 45 milligrams of it here. This is a product that I have used in the past to grow my beard out. If you didn't know, my beard has been as low as like the middle of my chest, and it was a really helpful ingredient for growing out for myself. Now, what I found different about this is that while hyaluronic acid is very popular for skin, hair, and nails, it's not found in collagen products almost ever. So that's while simple, it's a very standard way that this product separates itself from the pack of mainstream. Now, hyaluronic acid is a compound that is found created within the extracellular matrix alongside collagen. It's very relevant biologically to the main ingredient that we're talking about here. Now, this ingredient is actually very important all over, including other places like the eyes. When discussing its usage and application, we quite often talk about lubrication. Because of hyaluronic's chemical structure, it allows it to attract and retain water. So that can help with skin stability, hydration. You should be seeing a trend here with all these different ingredients. We found some supplements that help us produce more hyaluronic acid. In this case, we're just taking more exogenous amounts of it. 45 milligrams is not a seemingly large dose of it, but it is a useful dose of it. If you are looking for more joint health benefits, which isn't really the main benefit of Wonder Collagen, you might be looking for more than just this 45 milligrams, but I find that most people are probably looking more to this for the more skin, hair, and nails benefits. But that being said, if the dosage is a concern, the next ingredient might help out with that. Estrogen from New Live Sciences. Now, estrogen is an ingredient that we've talked about quite often recently with Glaxon because they use it very creatively to help boost the usage of the ingredients within. Now, for a long time, ingredient absorption type stuff has been used by the industry without any sort of actual backing for it. We quite often see bioperin thrown into products just for no other reason other than it's cheap and it should help with the absorption of ingredients. But in this case, we actually do have some data to back the usage of estrogen, which is one awesome thing we enjoy about both New Live's data for the ingredients and Glaxon's usage of them. We've seen some actual data alongside astragaloside preventing the breakdown of collagen. Normally, we see estrogen put into products to boost the absorption. If you remember from Plasm Surge, they use estrogen to boost the absorption of arginine, citrulline, and some others in there. In this case, we are kind of, again, having that feedback loop that we quite often see Joey do, where he's adding exogenous sources of things and then preventing the degradation of that ingredient within the body or the breakdown or whatever the process is for that ingredient being broken down within the body. He's now preventing that while supplying more of it. Now, we don't have actual data on ingredients being boosted by this, but it is worth noting that the ginsenosides and the astragalosides have a ton of different benefits, and it's possible that there just isn't data yet on collagen bioavailability. It's already being boosted by the IO technology, so it's possible that we don't need this. All things being said, estrogen is easy to get in, it's a small dosage, and it does help out with at least one thing here, so we're happy to see it in here, especially with the possibility of it helping with other absorption. Now, lastly, like I noted, there are some added vitamins in here that can help out. Vitamin C is an obvious one. It's a very powerful antioxidant that can help out with skin health. A 2018 meta-analysis on vitamin C used 10 relevant studies concluding that vitamin C has the potential to accelerate bone healing after fracture, increase type 1 collagen synthesis, and reduce oxidative stress parameters. So again, we're producing more collagen and possibly stopping the oxidative stress on our skin. If you are familiar with the way that the sun damages our skin, this is a possible help out here. However, another review published in 2017 covers the entirety of vitamin C's known benefits on skin and discusses how it is a cofactor for enzymes such as proline and lysine hydroxylases that stabilize collagen and promote collagen production. It cites several studies and benefits, including 2 demonstrating improved collagen synthesis. In the same year, another study was even published demonstrating how potent vitamin C and collagen combinations are. Long story short, vitamin C is in here for a lot of different reasons, a lot of different benefits, whether it's alongside collagen or the preventing oxidative stress or just as an antioxidant. We're happy to see it in here. They also have biotin in here, which is an obvious one. Any hair, skin, and nails product is not complete without the inclusion of biotin. It is super helpful. Your nails will be growing so quickly, you'll be annoyed that you have to cut them so often. Your hair, believe me, when I take hyaluronic acid and biotin, my beard grows incredibly quick, almost too quick because I have to spend so much at the barber to get it cut. One thing I found different was that research as far back as 1970 shows that vitamin B12 deficiency led to extremely poor collagen production. So obviously, if that is an issue for people, fixing that deficit is going to be helpful for maintaining collagen production in the body. And that's all we got in terms of supplement facts today. I hope that this was helpful, explaining a little bit more about how the product works. If you have any questions, do me a favor, leave them below. I'd love to talk about the product, Glaxon as a whole, or anything going on in the industry. I do have to say we got these for free. We do have a business relationship with Glaxon, but we love the stuff that they're doing these days and the innovation that they're bringing. They definitely give us a different product to talk about. One of my favorite things about Glaxon is when I wake up in the morning and I realize my task for Glaxon video is coming up. Well, at least I know I'm not talking about citrulline beta-alanine for the day, although I do know my work is cut out for me. I want to thank you guys for making it this far in the video. I know these get a little bit more in depth. Like I said, Glaxon videos are a little bit more interesting and different, but I hope that it is informative and helpful. If you have any questions, like I said, leave them below. And as always, guys, have a great day.
Welcome to PricePlow.